Your body language is by far the most underrated part of your communication because it's the most subconscious. If you want to be perceived as a more powerful communicator, you have to have more open, confident body language. We can map out exactly what this looks like: warmth, dominance, confidence, approachability. If you want people to follow your lead in making decisions or to lead them to do anything that is in their best interest, you will be highly, how would you say this the most confidently? Let me just say this. You're either persuading or being persuaded in your life, okay? So think about that from the other end of the conversation. Everyone around you is either being persuaded or persuading towards their ideas, and they're probably landing somewhere in the middle. But if they're less persuasive than everyone else in their life, they are being persuaded to do everything that everyone else wants them to do. If they're more persuasive than the people in their life, that's when they start leveling up. That's when their circles of influence get bigger. That's when they can have more of an impact on people. The caveat with actively developing a competency in your body language communication, the danger in actively developing a competency in being perceived as more competent and confident through your body language, the danger in that is you can persuade anyone to do anything. So if it is true that both you will move the needle in people's lives if you persuade them because they are most likely being persuaded by everyone else, and if you are better at persuading than everyone else in their life, you will convince them towards your way. That is true. What is also true is it doesn't matter what your intentions are in your persuasion, which is why it's so dangerous. You have to become so good in your personal life, private victories, the things that where you win in the dark when no one is watching, when your actions and your words match and you care about delivering on those actions and words, when no one cares, no one is watching, you follow through. If you live that way in your own personal life and you have the best of intentions for people around you because you truly want what is in their best interest, not just to manipulate them for your selfish means, you will be far more effective at getting people to do things that are good for them and in their best interest. If in fact you know what that is, and we should never pretend that we actually do, right? You'll be far more effective at getting them to make decisions if you have confident, warm, dominant, approachable body language. It's just that, it's that simple. They're either being persuaded by someone else or by you, and whoever's persuading them has the competency of confident body language. So if they're going to be persuaded to do something by anyone, then it might as well be you, but maybe don't persuade, maybe inspire them because of the way that you live and then how you communicate that as you try to help them. All right. Motivational speaker Hayden. It'd be funny to have a title that was like the 11, maybe 12 tricks in body language that will give you an outsized return on your energy. Listen, if you scroll this video just up slightly and then you click, it's not obvious what to click. There's going to be some words that say maybe more or like a ... You just click on that, go right down about yay down. There's a link. Click that link. And then I want you to just slowly, mesmerizingly follow me to put your email, your, what do we have? Phone number, name in no particular order. So, and then any other personal information you'd be willing to give me so I can retarget you. And you want to do this because you're going to learn the 5 ways to cut through smoke screens. You cut through smoke screens, you handle objections. Smoke screens are where people are lying to you. Objections are where people are not lying to you, but they still don't want to buy from you. And you can cut through them with the best closes to close out those deals for those specific smoke screens. It's a pretty cool tool. And the cool part for me is that I can sell you other cool tools that you will pay money for because this one's free and you would pay money for it based on how effective it is. So I'm not asking you to marry me. Okay. That's for sure. Cause I can't. But what I am saying is if this stuff works even half as good for you as it did with everyone else that I watched, the hundreds of thousands of sales pitches, hundreds and hundreds of sales reps who had no business being good at closing. I just hate when people say this. These guys were the freaking lowest IQ people I'd ever worked. They're like absolute. So confident, dominant personalities, tenacious, ambitious people who were going after their goals. They use these things. I was able to work alongside them. It was like the honor of my life and watching them use these tools. If they work even half as good for you as they worked for them. you're going to be extremely impressed and you're going to be extremely persuasive. Okay. So, and then not only that, you're going to have a taste. You're going to have a taste of what I can offer you. And if that is even half, actually, what's a better close? So I'm not even asking for anything except for 1% of your trust. Literally, of everything you'll ever see from me, this is at least maybe 1%. 1% of your trust. And if I don't deliver on the other 99 part of you that doesn't trust me, after you go through this, and then after you pay thousands of dollars, after you go through this, then I don't deserve your business. You kick me to the curb. You never watch a video again. You you can talk as much crap about it as you want, set up chatbots, troll me for the rest of your life. But I think you're going to really like this though. Okay. Whatever. That was way too long. And like, it kind of doesn't work if you're being facetious. So that's why the first one was good. Cause I was dead serious. If it's even half as good as how it worked for the other people that I've seen. I mean, these were like college kids making like millions of dollars. It's like freaking so many people lie about this stuff. They had so many Ferraris. No, lots of rental properties though in their early 20s because of having learned this stuff. That's for sure. Yes, so many Ferraris. It's like, dude, why? You don't need a Ferrari. Yeah, you don't. You could do so much good with the money that it would take to lease a Ferrari because you can't own it. Trumps. This is so much footage, man. I'm sorry.